If I can get everybody's attention. Good morning. Good morning. That usually gets us going. I'm Greg Thompson, Chairman of Sumter Economic Development Board. Less than 3 months ago, we all gathered downtown at the Opera House for this historical announcement that e-VAC had selected Sumter, South Carolina for its U.S. operations. With a $500 million investment and 300 high-paying jobs. How about that? We know for this to become a reality, you must have a proper facility to make it all happen. So here we are again, gathered. But this time we have shovels in hand, ready to bring it all into fruition. Years ago, the Development Board commissioned this area to be part of our industrial landscape because we were just as confident then as we are now that Sumter is the ideal location for businesses to grow, thrive, and make a global difference. The ceremony today is not just about a groundbreaking, but also unearthing all that we have as a community to shore up both your success and ours. Again, welcome. We look forward to assisting you through a smooth and seamless experience. Thank you. Now I'll turn it over to Honorable G. Merle Smith, Speaker of the South Carolina House of Representatives. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today. As I mentioned, my other delegation members, Senator McElveen, Senator Johnson, Representative Weeks, Representative Wheeler, and Representative Petalino are doing the business of the state. We are in session today, but this is such a big day, a momentous day for our community. I wanted to make sure that I could be present, and I'm honored to be here with you. This is, as Greg mentioned, a momentous project, not only for this community, but for the state. $500 million investment, 300 highly skilled jobs, and this is just the beginning. So I look forward to that. I first want to welcome y'all to South Carolina, welcome you to Sumter County. Y'all are a part of now what we call Team Sumter and Team South Carolina, and we look forward to continuing to work with you. Today is a testament to South Carolina's growth. We are seeing economic development spread all across the state and even to our communities. And the reason is South Carolina is a great place to do business. And that is something that we pride ourselves in, and Governor McMaster wishes he could be here today, but he wanted me to make sure that thank you all for what you're about to invest in South Carolina. You will not regret this investment. I can tell you this right now, when we look at this, we have a message to you all from South Carolina for us. We're ready to exceed and meet and exceed your growing needs. You're joining a community that's full of value, vitality, and vigor, and you're going to find South Carolina is the greatest place on earth to do business in here. I can go back and tell you one thing, and what I appreciate, Eric, is your discussions on how you made the selection. And the one thing that Governor McMaster has always said is South Carolina is a handshake state. That means when you make a to someone, your hand is just as good as a contract that you make to them. And I think that right there is one of the keys that we had with here, is that e-VAC, y'all have built trust in us, and we have trust in you, and we look forward to continuing that relationship. I served under a speaker named David Wilkins, and if you all have ever seen us in the House or in the Senate, we have teams come by and they win state championships or have recognition. The old saying that Speaker Wilkins always says, you keep winning, we keep celebrating. So let me tell you here today that you keep winning and you keep growing, we're going to keep celebrating. It's an honor to have you, and welcome to Sumter County and welcome to South Carolina. So with that, it's my pleasure to introduce Ashley Teasdale from the South Carolina Department of Commerce. Ashley?
Thank you so much, Speaker Smith, and I also want to give a big thank you to e-VAC and their team. It's so great to see you guys again. This is definitely a momentous occasion, and it's such a great day Secretary Lightsey sends his congratulations. He hated he couldn't be here today, but we had to tag team a little bit, and that's what a good deputy does. She steps in and she gets the job done for the state. But it's so great to be here. You know, when choosing a location for its U.S. operations, the VAC group, they saw tremendous opportunity in Sumter County. Local, state, and federal support coupled with a very skilled and available workforce, this made Sumter County really stand out. As a result, we celebrate e-VAC's $500 million investment today with nearly 300 high-paying new jobs this investment will create here within the county. The project's impact, it extends beyond the community and even our state by manufacturing rare earth magnets, which are critical to the automotive, defense, and industrial and renewable energy applications. This facility will contribute to a resilient U.S.-based supply chain. The rippling effect of e-VAC's investment complements our mission at South Carolina Department of Commerce, which is to create economic opportunities for all South Carolinians here in the state. Days like today are extremely special because economic development, it affects all of us. As opportunities increase, so does the quality of life for our state. So I do want to say about 6 weeks ago, the governor hosted our first ever Economic Development Summit in Columbia, and we had the opportunity to launch our new brand. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that because South Carolina absolutely represents launch to legacy. And we are looking forward to that opportunity for e-VAC as well. Because in South Carolina, this is the place where you can call home. It is a place where you can make your mark. It's a place where dreams become reality. And we also have a responsive, pro-business, smart policy government that invests. We invest in business success, just like we're doing with e-VAC today. So we welcome e-VAC to South Carolina, and we welcome you to this community, to the family of South Carolina, to our business and industry, and we're looking forward to supporting you from launch to legacy. Thank you so much.
Did you make it louder, or I don't need a speaker, I think? There's my speech flying away. Thanks a lot, everyone. So all the politicians who are in the room, but most important, the contractors who have to do the job in a couple of, or in the next couple of weeks and months. And I want to thank Greg, who is doing such a great job, and being here and learning a little bit more about Sumter. I want to take the opportunity also to mention once more, coming from the outside, how impressive it is what you and your family are doing for the community. And probably without your efforts, what you did for the community the last couple of years or decades probably, you wouldn't be here as well. So it's not only the politicians, also these private investments, this private engagement, who is a beam or a good example for all of us to take responsibilities for our communities where we live in. So thank you for that. I didn't want to miss that, to mention that. So also, warm welcome to our contractors, Evans, to our energy providers, Duke, and all the others who are here today. It's great to have you on this special day. Anyhow, groundbreaking. What is groundbreaking about? And I was thinking about that a little bit. We dress up a little bit. We do speeches. The lucky ones do the speeches. The not so lucky ones, you have to listen to our speeches. But let us take a step back. Why are we here? And I think groundbreaking is a very special moment in a long journey, because this journey didn't start today and it will not complete today. It's just in the middle of something. And it's a quick pause we are having, going from paper and planning to realization in all the mud here. And for me, and I think it should be for everyone, the moment to be thankful, to be humble, regardful, but also to be proud. And I will fill that a little bit with what I mean by that. By the way, someone said I have 5 minutes. Come on, I have a stage. So why should we be thankful today? So 3 years ago, a small team, Scott is here, Jeremy is here, David and Brian, they flew to Detroit to meet General Motors. Yeah, we knew something. They might have a plan with some of our products, also with permanent magnets. And they called me very excited after the meeting. Hey, Eric, we have a challenge ahead. So, and this is how it started. It was really a call late night. I still remember they want to do something big with us. And from that moment onwards, we developed with our engineers, with a lot of lawyers. The GM team is here as well. Manuel will speak, but Justin, who is also here, he was really in the beginning. He had this enjoyable conversations for 1.5 years negotiating a contract with us. I think I'm very sure with our lawyers, he enjoyed every second with having us on the other side. And all these people that brought us getting this contract that took us so long, more than a year, I'm very thankful to these. And then all the engineers stepped in. Our engineers developing the project, the product first, and then the project. Because what we will see the next couple of weeks and months that is going to build here is based on a lot of work by many, many people who did a lot of stuff. So this is about thankfulness, but we also have to go a step further. And this brings me to humbleness. Our daily business, and I don't know how it's about you, but I'm guilty on that. Sometimes with our daily stuff, we think we are the center of the world. Everything we do is right now, it's today, and this is important. But we are only a part of a long journey here as well. We are standing on shoulders of giants. And I'm very honored. I can represent today a company that is more than 100 years old. And it's not because of me. This is because of our founders, and it's because of all the people who created this great organization for that long period, with a lot of innovations, with a lot of new technologies, and most important, with managing many, many crises. So the people who built VAC, they had the inflation period in the 1920s in Europe. You also had it here in the US. 2 world wars created by us. I have to state the obvious sometimes. Cold War wasn't always easy. Oil crisis, reunification, maybe not really defined as a crisis, at least from a German perspective. But all this had to be managed, and they managed it successful, because a lot of companies don't get it to 100 years, but our predecessor or managers who run the companies before, they really made it and have been successful, and all the people working there. And remembering that on such a day, that it's not only us. We pound on our shoulders how great we are, but it's them that made it happen that we can be here today. And I want to mention one specific name. You might have realized on the invitation letter. He didn't work for VAC, but he's very important that we are here today as well. Masato Sagawa. If you have read it on the invitation, you might have seen we called the drive to this facility Sagawa Drive. We got asked by the city of Sumter, do we have any wish? It was Alex and myself sitting together for a couple of seconds only. VAC Drive, yeah, too easy, too cheap. And then we came quickly to Sagawa. So who is this Sagawa guy? He invented in 1983 the permanent magnet that we use today. And it's about 10 times stronger and sometimes even more than what was existing before. No one realized that in a broader public, but the people at VAC did. And a year later, we started producing these magnets. And this guy, he's still alive, he's 80 years old. He's a great researcher, he's an entrepreneur, he has several companies. He's close to VAC, he just visited us last time. And most important, he's probably one of the most humble persons I've ever met. And we are crossing the fingers because there's a good chance he's receiving the Nobel Prize. Last year, we were all hoping for it. And for his work, we dedicated this road that will be the access road to our facility to Sagawa-san. Without him, we wouldn't be here as well. And this is all about being proud and humble that it's not only us, but all the people around us. Next point is regardful. This is more about the future. We are building now a facility here in Sumter, and there will be a lot of work going on the next couple of months and 1.5 years. A lot of heavy equipment will be here, a lot of heavy loading, a lot of high voltage, and it's on us all, mainly on the VAC team, but also the people who support us on that and the contractors, to keep that a very safe place for all the workers. There will be hundreds on this site, that nothing will happen, not a single accident. That is what we stand for, and that's where we want to achieve with all the people having here. But this is only the start. After that, our facility will be up and running, and it's on us to be very regardful to our 300 highly paid workers. Greg, I got the message. Wait, GM guys, we have to talk about pricing. No, it's on us to make this also a very safe place for our people who will work there, but also to make sure they love this place, that they like being with WAC, because most of the time they will be in the facility and not at home. And therefore it's all on us that they feel comfortable, and most important, that they feel appreciated. Now the microphone's gone. This brings me to the last point. We also should be proud today. So it's not only about the humbleness, but we can also be very proud that we are here today, because we do something very special. We create hundreds of great jobs, again, highly paid. We hopefully contribute to a huge success of General Motors. They need a reliable partner for critical minerals and the products that come out of that. And they are by far the smartest ones in the automotive industry. You secured us first. The others are just following you, but you are treated best, obviously. And you are not only a customer, you are a great partner. And Emmanuel, who will speak right after me, this is really a great relationship. We have an open conversation, but so far it hasn't really started yet. So difficult talks will follow, hopefully not too many. And then, last but not least, or a couple of more things, it's already mentioned. It's not only the automotive industry and electric mobility we are providing to, it is really also the defense industry. So our way of living in the Western world, the freedom, the democracy we live in, we support to defend that, and being more reliable and also being a good partner here makes us very proud. Also not being from the US itself, but you know, we are kind of, I'm very close to you guys, and we love you. And we are also proud to be a great partner and being part of Team Sumter, how you called it. So being in the county, being in the community is just outstanding. And whenever we come here, I hope you see that the team is, we bring armies of our team already here the last couple of weeks. They feel like home. Everyone is just excited about being here. The people are very friendly, very open, and I hope to see the same from our team, because when we came back, we told them, hey, this is the place we want to be. Great people, a lot of support, and a lot of fun just being here. We are also happy and proud, Tuan, to make this investment for you. They just invested in WAC, to make this a very, very, very successful investment for you and your owners and your investors as well. And thanks for all the support for you and the whole APS team, which is also here, David. Without them, we wouldn't have this day as well, at least not as early. And last but not least, it's very important to all of us, we help to decarbonize this planet a little bit with the EV technology that we are providing. And that's something good. Not only being successful, not only making money, but producing a product that will hopefully help to fight climate change and make this planet a little bit better, probably not for us immediately, but for the generations after us. And it's good to have such a project here in place. So, summing up all that, today, let's celebrate, let's be proud, but this is only a short stop and all the work ahead of us, but with the team and all the people here around that contribute to that, I have no doubt this will be a great success to all of us. Thanks a lot, and let's have a nice party later on.
So, take the microphone. Yeah. Can you hear me? Good. So, now I feel I have a very big challenge, twofold, following the excitement and the energy from Eric, but more challenging recover the minutes that you took away from my speech. Yeah. Okay, so I'll try to keep it quickly, but now in all seriousness, for me, extremely proud to be here. As Eric mentioned, probably I don't have a long time on this role, on this discussion with the VAC team. And I know I'm the very lucky person representing the large team of VAC, the large team of GM, and obviously the large team in Sumter and all the other partners that are making this a reality. So I recognize how lucky I am to be here and have the opportunity to speak in front of you. So again, on behalf of GM, of General Motors, we want to congratulate you. As you pointed out, Eric, this is really a big day to celebrate and to be proud of what we have been able to achieve. And to the team of Sumter and to the people in South Carolina, I can tell you from the moment that I started discussions with Eric and the team about this possibility, and now being here and listening to, the energy and the community and all the sense of, success that this facility will drive, it's really, really amazing and really fills you up with energy. So GM has a very bold vision of what we call 0-0-0, and that it's pretty much zero crashes, making the vehicle safer for all of our customers, make it zero emissions. Obviously with EV, that's very easy to say, right? And make the other zero is about congestion, because timing is something extremely valuable for our customers. So being able to develop this future where we have these three zeros, it's extremely important. The VAC investment here and this facility is really aligned with the core of that vision of 0-0-0. And if I can probably elaborate more on what is our strategy to secure battery raw materials, we have like 4 big pillars. On one side, we always say that the supply chain has to be secure. And when we talk about security, you all know how challenging it is to bring materials from other places in the world. So building it closer to where we are and make it more resilient is extremely important. So that's the first priority, making it secure. Then we need to make sure that it's sustainable. And when we talk about sustainable, we need to make sure that it's in full alignment with the communities where we operate in, with highest standards from an environmental and governance perspective. And then obviously, making it green, make it friendly for the environment. Then the other one that we say is scalable, and you can see that here. We know the EVs are going to continue growing. We're going to have more volume as time comes by. So being able to see the potential to continue to grow into the communities is another very important pillar. And then finally, the last one, and I know you will not enjoy this one a lot, Eric, but at the end of the day, we need to make it cost competitive, right? Needs to be efficient, needs to be on a way that enables our customers and our products to be competitive on the marketplace. So those 4 things, I'm very, very clear that this facility and this effort will support that. So having said that, I want to thank you, Eric. I want to thank you, Tuan. You have been great partners for us. Obviously, thank you, Speaker Smith, Deputy Secretary Tetzel, very, very much appreciated. County Chairman McCain and Major Merchant, we're very appreciative of the warm welcome that we're seeing here. And just to close from my standpoint, as Eric mentioned, today is a day to celebrate, to reflect. Loud and clear, I have on my brain that you like to celebrate. So hopefully we'll continue to celebrate together, and looking forward for making this a success. So thank you very much, and with that, Tuan.
So the number $500 million. Can you guys hear me? So the number $500 million was thrown out a few times, and so this is where it's coming from our part.
Thank you.
Well, a few things to highlight. I think it's really important to understand who your partners are and a little bit more about our partners and what really drives us. I think this partnership with GM and VAC is really a showcase of what we do at ARA. We're a private equity firm, but our mission is to focus on industrial decarbonization. So what does that mean? We make investments in companies that are differentiated like VAC, that essentially support the building blocks for the green economy, i.e. it helps make the world a greener place, a lower carbon place. And we think that there's a tremendous opportunity here longer term, because what you're seeing with GM and Fortune 500 companies across the globe is essentially they're setting net zero targets, 000 targets. They're trying to shift their supply chains. They're focused on lower carbon supply chain security, etc. And we think there is a tremendous opportunity at ARA to partner with those types of customers and essentially build out the green economy for them. We think we can do a solid for the environment along the way, but also generate really good returns for our investors along the way. So this partnership is really a testament to our strategy. A little bit more about the background here. As Eric and Emmanuel were talking about the 3-year alliance that they've had to get to this point, I think about the word fortuitous. And by that, it was about 3 years ago where a team of us at our partners, we were sitting around the room in Boston and we're saying, okay, we're setting up our next fund. Where do we want to invest? What parts of the supply chain do we see an opportunity to help decarbonize, but also that's really, really important? And what we observed in the EV industry is there's a lot of investment into lithium, into nickel, into cobalt. Those things are essential because they power the battery. And so a lot of talk was around critical minerals and supply chain security. But what was really striking to us as we heard about all that was there were hundreds of billions of dollars going into the battery. But hey, in order to make the EV work, you not only need the battery, but you also need the motor. And a little known fact, in order to make the motor work, you need permanent magnets, you need advanced magnetics. And the upshot here is that when we surveyed that supply chain, practically all of that supply chain is coming from overseas, from China. So Emmanuel mentioned supply chain security, geopolitical concerns. We looked at that and we said we cannot be in a world where we're trying to produce millions of EV cars across Germany, across Europe, across North America, and have one key component be tied up 100% to the Chinese. So, that was the basis on which we sought out over a 3-year period to map the space, to talk to all the players in the industry, and we landed on VAC. And it was almost like a no-brainer when we met Eric for the first time. It was really a very good alliance because their advanced magnetics go into everything that's essential to decarbonization, whether it's into automation applications for robotics and manufacturing, whether it's into renewable applications like wind turbines, etc. There was just a really good opportunity here to grow the business outside of Europe into the United States, where they're starting to take root, and in addition to that, do a solid for the environment along the way. So I want to bring that all home because it gives you a flavor for who we are as partners, as the owners of VAC, and what really, really drives us, which is building incredible businesses, partnering with Fortune 500 companies, and making the world a greener place along the way. And so with that, the other thing I want to say, Eric, you brought up the word humility. But I look across this tent today, and I am just humbled by the amount of partnerships along the way that we've been able to forge to make today happen. And so there are a few specific individuals that I want to call out, but this really is a testament to the beauty of bringing both the private sector and industry and policymakers together to make this a reality today. So with that, it could not have happened without Eric and the VAC team working 24/7 to set up where we're at today. In addition to that, it would not have happened without the forward thinking with General Motors and Emmanuel and his team. We're thankful for our general contractor, Evans. You've been working with us tirelessly for the last several years. And then alongside them, Eagle and e-VAC on the engineering side. From a policy perspective, our governor, McMaster, he really opened up the idea of Sumter to us in South Carolina to us. We were, just so you guys were aware, we were talking to about 20 other locations across North America. And after we've done our diligence and we saw the potential of Sumter, it was really a no-brainer for us to set our roots here right behind us here. In addition to that, the leadership of Greg Thompson of the Sumter Economic Development Team, we're really appreciative of all the work that you've done behind the scenes to make today a reality. And the leadership of Mayor Merchant and Chairman Jim McCain will allow this project to really flourish over the coming years. And furthermore, we're honored by the support of Senator Graham, Representatives Norman and Clyburn, and Speaker Smith, and especially Speaker Smith, we're thankful for your attendance today. This is a momentous occasion for VAC and for our partners and for GM and for the U.S. EV industry. So thank you for making this happen.
morning. I'm Jim McCain, and it's my honor and privilege. It's my honor and privilege to serve as chairman of Sumter County Council. And with that being said, I'd like to recognize some of my fellow council members. We got Mr. Eugene Baton here on the front row. I see Charles Eagles and Artie Baker. Jimmy Bird was supposed to be here, but I don't see him. There he is in the back. I'd like to also recognize Mr. Gary Mixon, our county administrator, and his staff. And that is what composes Team Sumter County. We're having another great day in Sumter in spite of the weather. And spring is right around the corner. We're experiencing another great day because today signifies progress. There's no substitute to hard work, and I'm proud to be a part of Team Sumter as we break ground on our newest partner in this growing community. One of my most favorite things about serving as chairman of county council is welcoming new industry and watching existing industry grow. We're very excited to see e-VAC embark on this journey, and we humbly offer our support as you build a world-class facility which will make all of us very proud. This is a huge win for Sumter and for the state of South Carolina. Well done, Eric. Good morning as well. I'm Mayor David Merchant, and I'm the last one until Eric closes out, so I'll be brief. I'll let you guys have all my minutes, and that's fine. But no, you've heard words of teamwork and partnerships, and just a quick shout out like the chairman did to my team on Sumter City Council, the Mayor Council. We've got a great team. We work together with County Council and our legislative delegation. That Team Sumter thing that we all hear and say all the time is real, and we appreciate that, and this is proving it today. When we were in the Opera House a few weeks back, we had a great announcement, a lot of fun, but when we look right behind me in front, it's real, right? When we start seeing dirt moved and things moving around, next thing you know, it'll be concrete steel coming out of the ground, and it's going to start happening quick, and we appreciate that. We appreciate the team, the VAC team, and everyone that makes that happen. I do want to send a shout out to staff. I mean, it's a lot of work on planning in our construction department, so thank you for helping make this transition smooth for these folks as they've come into town. It's a massive project, and I know you're working extra hard to make it go smooth for them. But the one word that I heard earlier that the secretary mentioned was opportunity. And I always find as in local government, you know, we can't go build a plant, or we can't go, you know, we're local government. We can create an environment for opportunity for a factory and a plant and a company like VAC to come into Sumter. And so that's what's the fun part of our job, that we see this. We can help create the opportunity for our citizens for those high-paying jobs, right? And to be able to help support their family and continue to improve our county and our city. So we do appreciate that. Also, send a shout out to the people that came before us, before me. They may be out in the crowd, that had the vision to buy a soybean field or a cornfield, and have a vision that cornfield may one day provide, you know, hundreds of jobs for our community. So thank you for those that came before us to do that. And so as we wind it down, just a big thank you. You know, welcome to Sumter, welcome all our visitors to Sumter, and we're glad you're here, and you just let us know how we continue to help you. Thank you.
No worries, not a second speech. I just have to put a couple of closing remarks. So thank you all the speakers for all the support, not only the words, but what happened the last couple of months. Thank you for coming here, taking this event, celebrating together with us. It makes us feel very welcome here in Sumter, in the city, and as in the county, as well as in the state of South Carolina. So thank you very much for coming here. We'll take a couple of pictures. Also feel free later on if you want to take a picture as well. Come on, that's not too often that you can do that with a shuffle. In a suit. Actually, this is the day where nothing really happens on the construction site, but we make a big fuss out of that with having shovels here. No, thank you for coming over. Enjoy the day. I will see a couple of you guys and folks a little bit later in town. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the great weather. By the way, very well organized by Sumter. It was raining yesterday. It's supposed to rain, I think, the next couple of days. To get this done, there must be great connection to somewhere. Enjoy the day and talk to you during the next couple of hours and days. Thanks.
Is it done now? Yeah, we're good. Well, we should take a picture of them.
All right.
Good.
I think we'll do next with the Team Sumter. Team Sumter come in. So if you work for the Team Sumter, the local county government, city government, come on in.
Question, is Team Sumter with VAC or without VAC? With VAC. This was the check. Carly, y'all come on up here.
Next, the whole VAC team, everyone from VAC existing and future ones, and including the ARA team.
Please assemble by the shuttle.
Okay, dig in, double up, and throw. Come on guys, this has to get better, faster. I think we have a problem. What about GM, Justin and Manuel? Where are they?
Yes.
Manuel, Justin, let's pretend you can work. Manuel, Justin, just come in the middle. Yeah, it's getting better. Slide is nearly complete. Okay. Thank you. Hurry. Yeah. Yep.
All right, guys, everybody right here, big smile.
Big smile. Hey, big smile. So, the whole Evans team, come on. Everyone who is working for Evans.
Christian.
Oh, some real guys are coming. Let's go. Who's counting?
3, 2, 1.
That's enough. Okay, thanks up. Department of Defense. DOD guy. Contractors, our electric guys, you, whoever is there, just come in. e-VAC, sorry. Want to come with us or separate? It's up to you. Hey, you can choose. You want to do you or without me? Okay, then dig in. Up, smile, keep it and smile. And then 3 we throw it. 1, 2, 3. Wait, our construction guy messed it up, right? I'm always there, don't see it. Okay, one more time. Up, smiling. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, and one big smile, guys.
Yeah. I have muscle ache already. Anyone else?
Where do we have to go?
Yeah, wait, there's the guys, and then there's the and then only the outright one. Oh, it's done.
I've like almost ripped twice.
Okay, are you all ready?